Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Kendra here. And before we get started with my video, I wanted to tell you some exciting news. I have finally reached 100 subscribers on YouTube. And I know this, in the great grand scheme of things, this isn't a huge accomplishment, but for me, it is a big accomplishment. I started this channel a little over 3 months ago, and I am so excited with how it has been going. I've really been enjoying making these videos, and I love interacting with all of my viewers and all of that. It's been so much fun. So I really want to thank all of you who have subscribed. I really appreciate it. You guys mean so much to me, and I am really excited for all of the things that will happen in the future. I decided I'm going to do a giveaway for my 100 subscribers. That giveaway will take place on July 23rd at 4 o'clock Second Lifetime. In this giveaway, I will be giving away 3 prizes. My first prize will be 1,500 lindens. My second prize will be 1,000 lindens, and my third prize will be 500 lindens. So if you're interested in entering this giveaway, I have 3 rules. The first rule is you obviously need to be subscribed, okay? This is a thank you for all of my subscribers, so that is a requirement. The second rule is that I'd like you to like this video. And the third is the fun part. I'd like you to comment down below a question, any kind of question you'd like to ask me. For my live stream, I'm going to do a question and answer, and I'm hoping to answer all of the questions that were left in the comments down below. So if you leave a comment with a question, please make sure that you also leave your legacy name for Second Life in that comment so that I know who to contact if you are one of the winners. If you have a second or third or fourth question, you can ask it. And if you want, you can leave another comment, and that will be an added entry into my giveaway. Now, I will take up to 5 entries per person. So any person who has more than 5 entries, I will still answer your questions, but I will only count your entry 5 times. So that's my exciting news, and feel free to enter the giveaway. And I'm excited to do this question and answer. All right, so on to today's topic. I decided that I wanted to do kind of a tutorial on how to become a blogger. As many of you may know, if you're already a subscriber, before I started YouTubing, I was a Second Life blogger. This tutorial is going to be in 3 parts. Today is the first part, preparing yourself to become a blogger. There was a bunch of steps that I had to do before I could think about applying for blogging positions. The second video will be actually applying for blogging positions. What I did, how you can go about finding stores that are looking for bloggers, and how I completed the application process. All of these videos are my experience with blogging. That doesn't mean it's the best way, but this is the way that worked for me. And then the third video is actually how I created a blog after I had acquired sponsors and the process of creating a blog. I hope that it will be helpful to you. I know when I first started blogging, I looked to YouTube for some information on becoming a blogger, and I didn't really find anything. So that's why I'm doing this video. I feel like it can help people who would love to become bloggers but just don't know how to go about doing it. Let's get started. All right, so about gosh, a year and a half ago, I guess it was, I decided that I was really enjoying photography. I was having fun taking photographs, and I decided that I wanted to try blogging. So I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't really have any friends or family who were bloggers at the time. And so I kind of just made my own way. And so this is the process that I did. The first thing you want to do, and you may have already done this if you're already a photographer, you want to make sure that you create a Flickr group or a Flickr page for yourself. All right, so here is a look at my Flickr page, and there are some important things that I made sure that I put into my Flickr page. First of all, you want to make sure the name of your Flickr page is something related to your blog. I personally just made it my Second Life name. It could be the name of your blog, because the name of my blog is something different than my name. Or it may just be that you're a Second Life blogger. That's up to you what you name your Flickr page. Also, you want to make sure that you have followers, okay? And the reason for this is stores will not accept you as a blogger unless you are being followed by a bunch of people. Right now, I'm going to go through how I acquired followers. A lot of stores require you to have at least 1,000 followers. Some require 1,500, some require only 500. It depends on the store and their preferences. But the purpose of a blog is to get their products out to the public. So if they want their products out to the public, they want people following. The one thing before you even start thinking about applying for a blogger positions, you need to get your followers up. And this is how I did it. So what I did was I went up here to the search menu and I searched for Second Life in the search. Okay. And then what I did was I went to the groups page, or all of these groups are groups that I've joined. All of these groups, every single one of them is a Second Life based group. There are hundreds out there. All right. As you can see, there are many, many more that I did not join yet. So, what I did was I joined these groups, and the more groups you join, the more access to followers that you can get. Once you post a video and you add your video to a group, and I'll show you that in a minute, people will start viewing your photos. If they like your photos, they might choose to follow you. Okay. And the hint that I did was I would go to as many of these groups as I could. So let me go to the Second Life official site. This is the biggest group I belong to. All right. This is Second Life, the Second Life Linden Labs official Flickr group. All right. They have 19.4 thousand members. All right. So they have the largest number of members. So this is probably where you might want to start. So what you do is this is what I did. I went to the photos and I clicked through the photos and kind of took a look at the photos. If I liked a person, so say I liked this person, I would go to their photo and then I would go to their page and I would follow them. Okay. A lot of people, if you follow them, they will follow you back. All right. So that's what I did. And I just did this every day. I just clicked on photos of people that I thought were good photographers, and I just followed their pages. If you look at my page, I have 1.7 thousand followers right now, But if you look, I am following 2.4 thousand follower people. All right. So I am following nearly double the number of people who are following me. That's going to happen because not everybody is going to follow you back. Another thing is when you create your Flickr group, you want to make sure that your photos are relatively good. So before you even start posting your photos to Flickr, you want to kind of sharpen your photography skills. There are tons of videos out on YouTube on how to take photographs in Second Life. And then just kind of create your own process for taking photographs. But it takes work. It's not easy. All right. So after you get your Flickr set up and you are working on getting your followers, while you're in the process of working on getting your followers, start putting up posts. And the first few photographs I have, they're not blog photos. So like if I click on this one here, I don't have a description. Okay. Descriptions are important for your blog posts because they give the viewers information about the products in your blog post. This was when I was enjoying just photography before I even decided I wanted to be a blogger. After I decided, hey, this is something I want to do, and what I did, I at this point with this photo I don't have any sponsors. Okay. So what I did was I just took a photograph, but the photograph I took, I listed everything that I was wearing. Okay. I listed my head. I listed my body. I listed the hair I'm wearing. I listed the skin I'm wearing. Okay. All of this stuff was included. I also put all this stuff in my blog. And in a second, I'm going to get to that second part. All stores require you to have a Flickr. That is a requirement for every single blogging store that I have ever blogged for. Okay. Flickr is a requirement. Some stores require you to have a Flickr page and an actual blog. But if Flickr is going to be your only form of blog, then you need to make sure you have all information in your description of your photo here on Flickr. So, what you want to do before you start your blog, before you even start applying for blogging positions, is to kind of create mock up blog posts so that your these stores have something to look at. They want to see that their stuff and their information is going to be given out to the public. All right. So after I created my Flickr group, I went and I created a blog. All right. There are many different places that you can go to create an actual blog website. For Google example, Google Blogs is attached to your Google account and you can create a blog that way. I did that for a while. I wasn't impressed with the layouts that Google Blog gave me. So what I did is I went to Wix.com. And Wix is the website that I use to create my current blog right now. What you want to do is I just pulled up the Wix website right here. When you type in Wix.com, this is what will come up. You can also Google Wix if you want. I have found a really good YouTube video that explains the entire process of creating a website on the Wix platform. All right, so I will link this video in the description down below. I feel like it's a really good, it's very in depth. It's made for beginners, for people who have never created a website before. It goes through really what it takes to create a website on, and specifically on the Wix website. Now, there are probably tutorials for the different other different programs as well, but this is just what I used. I suggest you watch that video or other tutorial videos on how to create a website to learn how to actually physically create the website. All right. And now we're going to go through my personal blog and the things that I decided were important to include in my site. So this is my personal blog. All right. I gave it a name, so I called it Kendra's Closet. Wix gives you templates to use to create your blog. All right. And you can even tell them that you're creating a blog and they will give you templates specifically geared for blogs. I found it user friendly. In the beginning, it was kind of confusing, but that was just because I had never made a website before. But the tutorial that I'm putting in the description down below is a great tutorial that will really help you out in starting that process of creating a website. All right. So the things that I put into my blog. First of all, on the homepage, I wanted my most recent blogs to show up right there on the main page of my blog. That's what people are there coming to your blog for. Second of all, I made sure my brands were on this homepage as well. And then up at the top, I have a tab for the Kendra project, which is a tab for my YouTube channel. All right. The second page is my actual blog. All right. And on this, again, my blogs are posted most recent ones first. I also have up here, I have different tabs, and these are the different stores. So, like, I'll click on Hope's Creations, for example. These are all the blog posts that have Hope's Creations products in them. So if somebody is looking for a specific designer or they like a specific store and they want to see what is available at that store, they can go and click that specific tab and they'll get all of the items. And it's real easy to put that your blog posts into those categories. All right. And then secondly, or the next tab is the About Me. This was real short and sweet. It's just a little blurb about me and if somebody wants to leave me a message. And then the last tab here are my favorite blogs. And that's about it for creating your blog. So when you are creating your mock-up blogs before you decide to apply for a blogger position, you would just create a blog post for those photos. And again, I will get into that in the next video about creating an actual, or the third video, I'm sorry, about creating an actual blog post. I think I told you everything I did just in preparation for becoming a blogger. Before I even applied for a position, these were the things I did. The other thing is I created a Facebook page for Kendra because a lot of stores also liked you to post your blog photos in Facebook as well. I also use this for both my blog and my YouTube channel, so it's a mix of both. As the more places you can post your blog, the more people who are going to see it. That was one other thing that I wanted to tell you. And that's about it for the preparation piece. Now, in my next video, I will give you an explanation of how the process of actually applying for blogger positions. So that will be in my next video. All right. So I hope this video was helpful. And in a few days, I will get application process video up for you. But at least with this video, you can get yourself started with the process of setting up your blog, because that in itself is going to take you a few days to get yourself set up and ready to start actually applying for blogger positions. All right. If you have any questions about that I didn't cover in this video about the preparation process, or even things that you want me to cover in the application process, as well as like actually creating an individual blog post, leave those in the comments down below as well. I will make sure to cover those topics in my next video. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you did, click the thumbs up button down below. That really helps my channel, and it has helped me get to 100 subscribers. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, now is an awesome time to subscribe, because not only can you join me on all of my Second Life adventures, but you can also enter my giveaway that I am going to do. All right. And don't forget about that giveaway. Don't forget to leave your questions for me in the comments below. All right. And that is about it. I hope, like I said before, I hope this was helpful. And I will see you in a day or so with part 2 of becoming a blogger. Take care. Bye.